Let's talk about the Palestinian Authority, who we speculate is going to be governing Gaza after Hamas is ousted, and why the Palestinian Authority is really not much better. So let me tell you guys a story. On September 5th in 1986, 4 gunmen from the Abu Nidal organization hijacked Pan Am Flight 73 in Karachi, and after a 16-hour siege, they opened fire into the cabin where about 20 people were murdered and over 100 of them were wounded. This was a premeditated terror attack. This was not an accident. So what happened is that the Boeing 747 was on the Mumbai to Karachi to Frankfurt to New York route, and dressed as airport security, the terrorists stormed the jet with rifles, with grenades, with explosives, and the cockpit crew actually escaped through a hatch, which actually foiled the plan to fly the aircraft onward as a bargaining chip for prisoners' releases. That's what they wanted. But that night, when the power failed and the cabin went dark, the gunmen sprayed the passenger compartment and set off explosives as people tried to leave that plane. The attackers, again, were members of the ANO, the Abu Nidal organization, which is a violent Palestinian group. A U.S. grand jury later charged multiple suspects involved in this, and 4 remain long wanted by the United States FBI. So here's where the justice comes in. In 1988, there were Pakistani trials where 5 men were convicted and sentenced to death, and they were later commuted to life imprisonment. First one, Zaid Hassan Safrini, served years in Pakistan, and he was released in 2001. He was then captured by U.S. agents in Thailand, and in 2004, a United States federal judge sentenced him to 160 years, and he to this day remains in an American prison. But the remaining 4 hijackers were released by Pakistan in 2008 and deported into Palestinian Authority territory. Once inside of the PA-controlled areas, those 4 men essentially disappeared. The PA did not prosecute or extradite them. Instead, they faded into obscurity, while the FBI continues to list these 4 men on the most wanted terrorist list and even issued age-progressed photos in 2018 to try and hunt them down. To this day, they are fugitives despite having a $5 million U.S. reward and bounty on their heads. They disappeared. The PA did not prosecute these terrorists. So why does this matter now? Well, because Gaza's day after Hamas is being debated, and some argue that the Palestinian Authority should step in, that they're legitimate. But Pan Am 73 shows us what trusting the PA really means. The PA is a risky replacement for Hamas and Gaza because they have a failure, a historical failure of accountability. When Pakistan handed over convicted hijackers in 2008, the PA did not jail or prosecute them. Instead, 4 men convicted of mass murder on an American plane simply vanished. If the PA wouldn't deliver justice for a terror attack that killed 20 civilians, including Americans, why would we trust it to enforce the law in Gaza?